Fuck this. It seems I went offline for a bit there. I'm not sure why. Because I didn't press any buttons or anything. The stream just stopped for no reason at all. I'm not sure why. Probably some bug with YouTube, perhaps. Either that or the OBS dropped out on me again. And I'm not sure if it stopped before I told you about this NPC. He is called Negated and he gives the daily mission for yogs here on Monria. And this mission rewards 2 daily tokens that you can use to exchange for guns and some other stuff at the token trader. Anyway, I will be hunting the small yogs over here on this side of the crater. Because I will be using the Betsim Photonic R1, which is a fairly big weapon. It should be enough for a bit bigger yogs, but I'm wearing no armor, so I will be doing the small ones. So that I don't have to heal much. Or perhaps won't have to heal at all. I'm not doing the daily mission now, because I did it last night, and the cooldown has not finished yet for me. And hopefully the stream will not go down again. Yesterday my loot was fairly underwhelming on these, so let's hope they will be better today. I already did about 130 pad of ammo on them yesterday, and was down about 30 pad of that out of that. And it looks like I have 1 viewer now, so hi. Is it you, Skuzzy, or is it somebody else? Anyway, as you can see, I'm 1594 kills into the 5k yog mission. And I think the last stage to kill 10,000 of them is repeatable. So if you finish it, you can take it again later. I just got up an hour ago or so, maybe 2, so I'm a bit sleepy, but I should wake up a bit as the stream goes on. Anyway, the loot seems to be different than last night, so let's hope the TT return will be better. Although it's more in the stuff that's dropping than the size of the loot. I didn't loot any yog skin or task yesterday, and today it seems they are dropping. I'm not sure if those tasks have any markup, because none sold this month, but I will try and find out later. Okay, so it does seem that the loot is a lot better than yesterday, because I just hit a 3-pedder. Yesterday it took me about 50 kills to get one of those, so it might be better today. And just a warning for everybody who decides to watch this later or now. This will be a fairly boring stream. All I will be doing is killing these until I run out of ammo, which should take about I'm not sure how long it will take. An hour or maybe 2. But they definitely are dropping some interesting stuff. I just looted second yog task, so maybe they will drop an eyeball or some other stuff as well. Or perhaps even global. Yesterday I had 2 6-pad globals on. Phew, I'm not sure how many I killed, but I cycled 130 pad of ammo on them. It was a pretty low global count. Orange paint. As I looted none of that yesterday as well, so this seems like it might be a good time to hunt them. Or if it's not a good time to hunt them, then perhaps it's at least normal time to hunt them. And yesterday was a bad time to hunt them. I was doing them in the evening. I'm not sure which hour it was. In case you are wondering what time zone I'm in, it's about 2 hours later than the Mind Arc time in game, which you can find out by, well, I have it mapped to U key, but I'm sure other people have it at different keys. Either way, you can find it out in game. Okay. So thanks, Skuzzy. I will go check it out. So the TP and crater 1. Do you mean cave 1? Yes, the running around is fairly boring. Oh. Okay. So, oh, I can just go teleport over there and run in the cave, right? Oh, I think I just got it. Yeah. Yes, this one. Sorry, I'm a bit slow. Still haven't really woken up yet. Oh, nice. This looks like a much better place. I haven't been here before, I think. Thanks for the tip, Skuzzy. By the way, you might hear me gulp something. I'm sipping my morning coffee. Also, it might be why I keep getting bad loot on them a lot. Because I wasn't hunting them here. Hi anyone who just joined. YouTube is showing that I have 2 viewers now, so good morning to you, or evening, whichever time it is where you are. I'm hunting yogs, and that's pretty much all I will be doing today. Just finishing up my ammo on yogs. I still have 158 pet to shoot through, or 2780-ish shots for my pistol. And I'm using Petsim Photonic R1. Hey Laura, how are you doing? Thanks, I'm trying. Hopefully I can swirl up a little. So far I got 2 or 3 pedals at the other spawn. I'm glad to hear that you are doing fine. How's the new mode in Fallout 76 treating you? It's good to hear that they are moving the game in the right direction and that you are enjoying it. I should go and play some as well, but I'm kind of afraid to start the Bethesda launcher. That it will just pop up some 50 gigabyte update or something right in my face. Yes. Nice, I should go watch it. Or perhaps I already watched it? I remember watching one of your videos yesterday. Yes, Skuzzy. The Mindforce chips sure do like to drop here. I remember getting a lot of cryogenic chips on the cultists when I hunted them. Okay. But I am glad I didn't miss the nuking part in that video I watched yesterday. Was afraid for a bit that I missed it, but okay if it's not published yet. I will watch it when you publish it. By the way, when you hear me replying to someone who didn't write here in the chat, I'm replying to in-game PM. If I know that whoever PM'd me in-game is watching, so it's easier than type it out in-game. Yes, there were some pretty big updates to Fallout 76 around the launch last year, and I kind of didn't feel like updating it for a few months now, so I'm afraid there will be a big one again. Yes, Skuzzy, it just works. Although I should really check out what's new in Fallout. But I haven't got much of a time lately. I usually just play Entropia and some other games. For example, I've been playing Atom RPG. It's an indie game, sort of like Fallout 2. It's quite funny. although it is a top-down isometric RPG, so it might not be the right game for everybody, but I've been enjoying it. Okay, Skuzzy. I wonder what you will do when you get to Monria. Yes, it's sort of like one of those old Fallouts. I haven't really played the Fallout 1 and 2, because in the first one I found out there is a timer for how fast I have to get the water chip, and that kind of turned me off the game. And in Fallout 2 I got stuck in the temple at the beginning, so I never gotten past that part. And other than the Atom RPG, I played some Thea 2, the Shattering. It's also an indie game, but it's nothing like the Fallouts or any other games that I really can recall, other than the first Thea, which I enjoyed as well. And then I played some Stellaris. I think I should try streaming that one, because the Stellaris playthroughs can sometimes throw some pretty funny stuff at you. Especially if you go in with a funky build. Yeah, the good old days of Fallout. When you could easily get stuck in a game and never progress beyond that point, and nothing would help you. I don't think I ran into any modern game where you could get stuck so easily. But it's sort of part of the fun when there are obstacles in the game to tackle and overcome. Yeah, for example, in my last Stellaris playthrough, I was playing Devouring Swarm, and after I conquered a robot empire, I ran across another empire they were some large birds, and their capital planet was called Karava, with a Q, and if you write it with a K, it's the word for cow in my language. So I was pretty much rolling on the floor, laughing my ass off for a while before I decided to go and eat them all. Yeah, and the fun stuff was when they are sending me diplomatic insults, and all I could do was laugh and laugh, and almost fell off my chair there. Yes, they probably tasted like chicken. I haven't really asked my underlings. They are a race of really cute geckos that eat everything and everybody. However, the people of Restaurant Prime, which is my capital in that playthrough, really enjoyed eating all those birds. It was also quite funny game because I ran into a archaeological dig site really early that gave me an OP battleship, or rather a Titan battleship. So I can pretty much kill every other normal empire in the game if I want to. And it was quite helpful for me. Oh, I was laughing. I did film that in advance, so I couldn't be crying over the deed returns yet at that point. Yeah. It really was a meme worthy stuff, at least for the Entropia for sure. Oh. Hi, Skuzzy. I can see you just... Did you just jump out and die? Yeah, you were just dropping in. Oh, I haven't checked if the moon deeds paid out today. Yes, they did. Nice. So that makes 2 payouts this week so far. I think 2. This was... no. I counted this into the last week. Yes. Okay. That makes one first payout. As I counted the Monday one into the previous week. Thanks. I usually do those funky things for my videos only when I get some idea that I like, that I think would be potentially funny. Yeah, I do not have any AUDs right now. I sold them all when their markup skyrocketed. And haven't really bought any again since. Although I do plan to get some at some point again. But I would like to make some pet for the CLD first. At least one of those. I see you, Skuzzy. Hopefully praying to the Luteus will help. Okay, so I went through 50 ped of ammo so far. The stream. So about an hour and a bit before I'm done. Oh yeah, the last time I started hitting when you left, Skuzzy. That's right. But it was nothing special before you came today, so probably it didn't get any worse. It's nice income from the deeds. I only have 5 moon deeds and 75 Crystal Palace shares, so I made like 10 pet total in a month and a week. Sadly, I didn't have any more pet at the time when the CP shares were selling, so that's all I could get. Okay, Skuzzy, and good luck when you start shooting. Yes, the load doesn't seem very good right now, so you are probably gonna lose some if you hunt. Although maybe other mobs will do better than these. Or are you going to do yogs as well? So let's try something new. And let's bow to it. And hopefully hit a 4K. Or 21 pack. Sorry about that. I will try to stick to the east side. Here. While you are here. Yeah, I've heard that they tend to pay out very well from other people as well. I don't think you will find anything in there. I already took my morning dump. Although you never know if there are some leftovers. Sometimes when I mine and probe other avatars, they drop some good stuff. I think I globaled several times when I did that to people, hunting and even to some other miners. And I think I even hoofed once, and I probed some chick hunting small mobs in a new area somewhere. Yeah, you'll find that hot steamer one day. Just be careful so that it's not an actual hit. Would be nice if it was something with teeth markup when you hit it. And it will have a note, Turkey was here. Yeah, probably. I tend to probe anyone I meet if I'm mining at the time. You just have to keep the appearances. I do look like a prober after all, with this nice green cranium and huge black eyes. I must say that this was probably my best purchase in the game ever. This mask, I bought it for TT plus 1 pet on RockTropia in some shop. Sometimes it's quite amazing what you can find in some of the shops. Although it's usually just some funky or obscure items like this mask. But if it can bring you so much fun and joy and laughter as this mask brought me, then I guess it's worth looking through those shops every now and then to see if there is something good there. Ever since I've been checking real world shops in the area as well if I can find a real one, but I've been out of luck thus far. Maybe I will order one off the internet someday. Okay, you will die. Anything nice so far, Skuzzy? Guess I might reconsider the weapon I'm using as well, so it can go a bit faster. Let's use these CB27 CDF edition for a bit. But I will swap the attachments from Marine Predator CDF first. I think this level 4 yog fuck it, I can't pronounce that. Will be surprised. I might be overkilling a bit here, but I will try and use finisher on some of them. By the way, if you are considering doing an overkill and using an amp that is a bit too big for the weapon, it's usually a bad idea. I just do it here for fun, so I'm not killing them so slow, but I normally do not do it. And I surely do not recommend it to anybody. I have an amp on the CB27 now, but I do not have any amp on the Betsim pistol. On this CB27 I have Mayhem B amplifier Gamma. It's a bit of an overkill for the weapon, but when I bought it, it was intended for the Marine Predator, but I did not have enough tokens for a new one, so I improvised a little. Yeah, I was killing them with no amp on before. I just switched to this gun for a bit, so I can go through my ammo a bit faster. I see you found the claim over there. Would you mind if I asked what it was and what size? Yeah, Lord, I do have that sometimes as well. Yesterday I slept all night and I was tired all day. But it might be the heat, as it's over 30 degrees Celsius here these past couple days. Although they do seem to drop more bigger loots since I switched to this gun. Maybe I will finish all my ammo with it, just using the smaller one as finisher from time to time. It sizable. Is it 9? I don't quite remember the names for the sizes. However, I do remember that I'm quite unhappy about the Roman numerals being replaced with the Arabic ones on mining claims. I do not mind on other items, but the mining claims look quite weird with the normal numbers there. I hate it when I press the button but the weapon doesn't switch before I shoot again. Oh nice, 34 pet. So it was size 11 there then. Okay. I think I might do some mining later the afternoon, but I'm not quite sure. I've been thinking I might go to RockTropia for a bit and check out the haters for sweating and do some alt ingot mining. I'll have to check the current markup on the alternative ingot before I decide. But if it's good enough, I will probably go to RockTropia for a bit. It's right next door to Monria anyway, so should be a fairly short flight. Even in my good old Sleipnir. And how was it the RockTropia treating you, lore? And good luck in the Fallout if you are going to do the Battle Royale mode. Oh, you are going there too, Skuzzy? Okay, if you don't mind, I will happily join the flight, because let's face it, the Sleipnir is not the fastest tool in the box. Although I really do like mine, it has some Karabog leather textures on it. I won this Sleipnir here on Monria in one of those events where they shout out the next global wins the prize and whoever globals will get the prize. And I won this vehicle in such event. And it's the only item I haven't sold when the CP shares came out, and I kept it. Because of that, it's connected to a nice memory from Monria. Yeah, the not playing in EU is quite good at saving money. Worked quite well for me over the last month when I only sweated and made about 152 or 55 or so pet profit just from sweating. Oh, wrong gun. Hi there, Magnus. How's it going? By the way, have you noticed that the auto aim is kind of derping out lately? Or is it just some issue with the Monria mobs? I had quite a bit of trouble yesterday on cultists. Whenever they faced me and ran in my direction, I often couldn't shoot unless I started shooting manually, which was quite annoying on the big ones when you hunt them without any armor. Yeah, watching other people play is much cheaper, unless you are sweating. So how much ammo do I still have? 60 pets, so it shouldn't take too long to finish this hunt. And I'm most likely not gonna like what I see at the end, what the TT tells me. By the way, Skuzzy, when are you going to fly to the RockTropia? Well, I can easily kill the bigger ones, but it's a good idea to go there, finish up the ammo. Maybe there is something nice in the level 7 ones. I used to do fairly decent on them in the past. Just didn't want to do those without any armor, but if I use these ISIS CB27 CDF edition, I will be more than fine. Also, if you haven't been here before, this negated guy is the NPC that gives Yog daily mission for 2 daily tokens. You can also use down on Calypso for the token trader. And there is a token trader up here now as well. I will join right away. Just finish this one. Oh shit. There is a level 11 this way. Well, I did expect better from that 11. I'm having a bit of a problem here, getting used to the lower range of the CB compared to the Marine Predator I was using before, as the Predator can shoot a bit farther than the second ring on the radar. So I was used to shooting from much farther away. You picked up some fruit, hey? It's nice. I found quite a few stacks yesterday while mining as well. I like that Monria drops bigger stacks of fruit than Calypso and most other planets except for Arcadia, which is quite nice for fruit walking. I think we should move south. There used to be an area there where I used to global fairly often. Nice, more fruit and stones. Yeah, right next to that crater down there. Let's kill that level 11. It's just behind us. Would be quite fun if we could use the ship's guns to kill mobs. Oh, I just noticed that it says when I'm out of range. This is the first time I noticed that. And that yog just 69 pack of shrapnel. And I have 69 shots left before I run out of ammo. But sometimes it doesn't say that I am out of range. Weird. Maybe it only says so if I am just a little bit out of range, not too far. Why can't I shoot? Okay, I can shoot now. Oh, it was I was lagging out. Maybe it was because of the stream. I am streaming at 15 megabits per second, I think, and my upload usually is between 15 and 25, so sometimes it could possibly make my EU play a bit laggy. I did have some mining globals and I think also a mining hub in this area in the past. And quite a few yog globals, so let's hope one can drop before I shoot the last 14 shots. Oh, we forgot to loot one over here. Okay, so I just ran out of ammo. Yeah, it's a bummer that we didn't swirl up, but I'll just leave it at that. They do not seem to be very lucky at the moment. Oh damn, I forgot about my coffee. Anyway, how much ammo do you have, Skuzzy? Okay, so you are almost out as well. Are we going to fly to RockTropia after, or do you plan to do some other stuff before? Okay. So that is like 10 minutes or so flight in a quad or quad or however you pronounce that. Okay, it's not even that, so I'm wondering if I should stop the stream then or just keep on going. Anyway, did you go there since the last update? Oh shit. I hoped I had more than one shot for this. Oh, that cap is quite funny with those horns. I think I might go try kill a pop dragon or something on a RockTropia forest before I switch to mining and betting. Yeah, it's like me and that alien head mask. I'm also often pissing myself laughing whenever I take a look at myself from the front. Although sometimes it'd be funny if we had some wigs, so I could add long hair to that head whenever I do this. Okay, so for some reason my keyboard, okay, didn't react. Okay, either way I should... Well, did you go to RockTropia already in this patch? Or not yet? I'm just wondering if it's safe to keep the loot on me or not. It was fairly safe between Siren and Calypso and Monria, but I haven't been to RockTropia since the patch yet. Oh, I didn't count the returns yet. So I went out with how much ped of ammo? 300 peds last night. So it's about, let's call it 305 ped. Oh, now the return cycled. And the return was think I will keep these for some enhancer crafting. I will keep this one seems to be worthless. This one doesn't sell much, but I will keep it just in case, and I will keep this one as well. I will keep this, maybe. We'll sell at some point. And I'm not going to bother with eye oil. So the return was 226 pet, which is quite bad, but part of it was me using an OP gun on yogs during the second half of the hunt. Although it didn't make too much of a difference probably, considering no globals, and I was already 30 or so pet down from the last night, when I hunted purely with the Bad Symphotonic R1. Hey, did I note it down? Yes, I did. Okay, so storage. Okay, so if it should be fine, then I will take some stuff with me. Although I wanted to sell this. Fuck. Still with me. Oh, I probably put it up instead of down. Anyway, I will leave this, convert this, so that's 1.4 pet that I will count as markup to hunting. Okay, I will probably take this with me and Dianthus. I should not forget my blueprints, just in case. Animals can stay here. So the knight can stay here. The knight as well. Quantiums. Yes, so I shouldn't need orange paint over there. Fruit is better here. Okay. Should be. Oh, weapons. Yes. And that's everything. So let's TT this. Or do you want the eye oil, Skuzzy? Or TT? I have 41.75 ped of it. Okay, good, so I will just TT it. Oh, you plan to go broke over there. That's usually not the best plan. Okay, so are you outside at the base station already? Did I take those blueprints? Yes, I did. Okay. By the way, if I somehow happen to switch into a different language on occasion, I'm not a native English speaker, as you probably already figured out your own. Considering how my tongue gets tangled from time to time. Okay, I mean. Yes, so RockTropia is a bit closer than Calypso, it looks like. It's so far safe, although it's safe around space station everywhere. Okay, so around here should be entry point, right? That's... how far is that? 7.6 AU. I didn't forget anything down there. Yeah, should be few minutes. It says lootable up here, but I think Mindark just forgot to remove that message, because down here under the radar it says we are in normal PvP and that we are close to lootable PvP, but we are not inside lootable PvP. So I guess Mindark just kinda forgot. Okay, so I'll go to visit the throne room now, and I'll be back soon. I will mute my mic for now, but unmute it then. I will then ask you if I can be heard, okay? Because I do not have any headset or speakers attached to the old PC where I'm monitoring the stream. So I will be back soon, although the stream will stay online. Okay, I'm back. Can you hear me? I do hope the button to unmute did its job. Okay, thanks Skuzzy for the confirmation that you can hear me. So we are about half the way there. I'm not sure how long I've been gone. That shouldn't have been too long. Thanks Laura for the confirmation as well. And did you hear me when I was muted as well? Or just now? Just out of curiosity if the OBS derped out on me again or not when I pressed the mute button. I guess we just ran into deep space. Okay, so then it probably should be around here. So the east, straight east, and we should get there. So far we are still in normal PvP, which is nice. I wonder if there is just the normal PvP all the way between Monria and RockTropia, or if there is a small patch of lootable PvP in the middle as there was between Calypso and Monria. I've always wondered why the image of RockTropia looks so weirdly deformed, like a walnut when it's still in its shell. If it's intentional or just the game derping out. Anyways, Skuzzy, will you go kill some small pop dragons with me, or should I go alone when we land in? I have 142 pet of ammo. It will not last long, but should be maybe 10-20 minutes of hunting. But I will use the Marine Predator for those, as it's got better range and DPS. And also the amp fits it much better. Oh, okay, I will show you where they are. And did you take the mission for them already, or never found that one as well? I will have to jump around a little, but I can eventually find the NPC that gives that mission, I think, or at least I hope. The RockTropia mission NPCs are a bit confusing to me, but I should be able to find it, as I took that mission already. Yeah, I will show you some old or places too. The Listerium, there are some areas, unless they changed it since the last time I was here, that have 100% Listerium and crude oil. So those should be fairly easy to find. And one of those areas is not too far from the Pop Dragons as well. I will then show you on the map here. Of course, they might have changed the distribution a little since the last time I was here. I was mining here the last time around the fall last year, I think. Or perhaps around the Christmas. No, before. It was before that. Okay, so we were in lootable PvP for a second there. Unless I missed that icon going red for longer than those few seconds. Okay, so we are in lootable again. I think it might be another such patch as I found between Calypso and Monria. Although it shouldn't be too bad, I only have 17 ped on me. Hope you do not have too much as well. But I doubt there are any pirates camping the spot. As it wouldn't be very easy to track down everybody who passes through. Yeah, it should be there soon. And also, any pirate that would be trying to camp this place would have to be really lucky to run into anyone without knowing their coordinates, as you can go up and down and in about every direction in space. So maybe there is a pirate camp in the place, but he is few hundred meters up or down, so he won't see us. Nice lore. Also, what did they do to the PvP that you couldn't destroy people's camps anymore? I remember those videos you made and you were laughing like a maniac and destroying people's stuff. I had quite some fun watching those. Okay, so let's die. Geronimo! I really love doing that. Whenever I get to a planet, mostly I do it on RockTropia and Arcadia. But fun. Just drop down like a bomb. Oh, and you are doing that in on normal servers or in the survival? Oh, okay. I still have 2 Christmas boxes here. I think I looted them from Pop Dragons. So I was here around Christmas then. The last time. Hey, that's nice to come with us. Okay, so these are here. Nothing interesting. Oh, I forgot I took the Dianthus with me as well. Okay, so I have to carry these with me. This here knife is the Cleric Dagger 3C. It has quite nice DPS, but it's one of those weapons you need to be level 100 to use. And its efficiency as well as eco are pretty low, so I wouldn't recommend using it. I just have it for fun, in case I feel like goofing off with crappy weapon that has decent DPS that I can't use properly. Oh, hey, I have my adjusted here. Anyway, the Pop Dragons should be near this TP, Memphis Plains. Do you have it, Skuzzy? Okay, so they introduced new rules. Last time I played 76, it was sort of like anybody could attack you, and if you didn't, you could just ignore them. I remember one dude breaking several weapons on me as I was cooking some food and eating it just to troll him, so he couldn't kill me. I was level 6 or 7 and he was around 20, I think. Here, I think the Ring of Fire Hunting Lodge had the NPC. Kazi, do you have a TP over here where I'm showing it on the map? Oh, I just realized I can send a waypoint to you in game. Okay, let's go there and check it. I think that's where the Pop Dragon mission NPC was. I think it was Sergeant Willard over there. Not completely sure, but let me know once you speak to him. I'm 88 kills into the 5k mission. Them. Is it the right NPC? Okay, I'm glad it was him. That I remembered it right. So, do you have the Memphis Plains TP? Okay, there is one. What's the closest one you have? Okay, so there is also one TP on the way there, more or less. Here. So you can get it as you go there. There are pop dragons on the way too, I think, but from what I remember, there used to be bigger ones, and the big ones around the TP where the mission points to, and the small ones used to be at Memphis Plains. Also the big ones I'm pretty sure we can't take out, or even the middle ones, as they bite pretty hard, at least when you are like me wearing no armor. Also down there around Memphis Hills and to the north from there, I used to find only Listerium and crude oil in the past, and pretty much nothing else. I'm not sure if it's still so, but it's definitely worth taking a look later if you need Listerium. Although I'm pretty sure there were other areas where I couldn't find anything other than those two. This By the way, are you going to... Okay, I just came in as you were taking the TP. Yes, it's the big ones here. They are more or less insta-kill as soon as they get in range of you. I remember I managed to survive one hit a couple of times, but other than that, they hit you and you are dead. And they have quite a lot of HP. I'm not sure exactly how much, but it's a lot. This is where the small ones start. Yeah, they slap like a boss. They are good at bitch slapping people, like Bud Spencer. So I usually do the best around at and around this hill to the south, but the problem there is that it's not a very even terrain, so difficult to hunt them naked there. So it might be better if we go this way. To the northwest. Also, the hitboxes on them used to be quite wonky. So there might be some trouble shooting them, although it used to be pretty okay as long as they were running straight at ya. Okay, can we start? That major over there. Oh shit. I died. Huh. Doing better. Okay. Which one next? The other MILF? Or the major, I mean. This one is going down faster than the last one, I think. At least seems so. Oh. Pop bushweed. Okay. Does it have some markup? Yes, it does. Although it is one of those items that has 0 pack ET value. So it won't make too much of a difference. Do you want to loot this one? Or should I loot it? Okay. Well, that worked quite well. It seems this one quite decent. Okay, I forgot I had that team target thing direct over here. It seems so far it gave me the kills. Did you receive some ticks into the mission as well, or does it still give only to the person that does the most damage? Okay, so who's looting this one? Okay, I still have 280 shots left. Not sure how many mobs that will be. Okay, I will loot the next two. This can be quite a nice mob. They sometimes give a fairly decent returns, especially if you got screwed over on other stuff before you come and kill them. Anyway, they do impact, cut and step damage, I think. Like 8 rocks and similar mobs. So you should be okay in Ghost. Although they don't seem to be the best up this side. Maybe we should go back to the other side. And try over there. After we do this ult. Okay? So I got 20-minute skill boost with 17% strength. That's nothing special, but it's nice. Oh yeah. Okay, shall we go south? South? I think it might be better loot over there. If they are not giving much here. Might be a bit more difficult to hunt them down there, but should be doable. If we start from this hillside over here. Maybe we should kill those two over there as well. Oh shit. I accidentally turned off my HUD there. Okay, so these two over there look fairly suspicious. Just those two and then we can go back up the hill again. Yeah, let's go through their pockets to see if they got some weed on them as well. Dragon Tooth doesn't seem to have much markup. The eye might have some, and the height seems to have markup, so that's alright. Ah, looks like this one was innocent. Okay, and the new one spawned in. Perhaps we should kill it as well. Before we turn around. Okay, so I should loot this one, right? Alright, I still have 185 shots left. Okay. Well, I can convert my shrapnel after I run out for a bit. Right now I have 16 pets, so it won't be many shots, but hopefully I'll have more before we are done. Or rather before I'm done with the shots I still have. Okay, so... oh! That was 41 pieces of carrot. Oh shit. Never mind the one up there. This one is the main problem. I will die. But it's not too far to get back. So I'll be back. Yeah, we just got ninja'd. And at least in my case it was successful. I guess this was a very lucky ninja, as it managed to kill Skuzzy as well. And just barely. Bob's the Magic's Dragon. That I guess I got some achievement right there. Where can I see the achievements? Social... not here. System. Looks like here. Interface. Achievements. I will check it out after I loot this guy. RockTropia. Hunting. Oh shit. Sorry about that. Yes, there it is. It must be a new achievement, because I did kill Bob Dragons before, so it's probably a new one that they added since the last time I was here. You should loot this one, right? So far they don't seem to be very good today. It's disappointing. Okay. Phew. Oh, another ninja. Okay. But I am about to die again. I will try to drag it the other way. Okay, never mind. I don't have it in my line of sight. Sadly. But should be fine. Oh damn. Another one. Okay, please loot the young when I die. So it doesn't despawn on us. Thanks. They can be a bit annoying with respawns and their aggro range. Although with enough armor they are no problem, even if they respawn right behind you. Well, a few more minutes and this will be the longest stream I've done. And sadly so far it seems that every time I stream, the loot decides to take a break. Well, except for the first time, when the vials gave me 278. I think it was 278 pet global. And down you go. Okay, let's do this. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . This. And this one was fairly decent. Fuck. I dislike how slow the animal looter profession is going up. It's... yeah, let's just say it takes quite a while. Okay, so who is looting this one? Okay, so I guess I will loot it. Ah, not the best one. Oh shit. As I said, the terrain over here is a bit shittier than back then. I mean back there. But it is doable for the most part. I guess this one is yours, Skuzzy. And it somehow managed to hit me all the way from there. Fuck this camera system. I mean, sometimes the changes they made are alright, but it does derp out from time to time. Which sucks. Especially when it happens at the moment when you need to act quickly and run for it. Or point in the right direction and start shooting. And the camera system decides to screw you over. You die. Okay, so they are not very good on the loot right now. Yeah, I have only 6 pack on mine as well. Okay. I think I will stay behind and possibly kill 1 or 2 more. Although I might have to revive kill them. Okay, so you take the last loot. Okay? Let's pray to the dragon's ass. Okay. And I don't have any proper animation direct on the screen here, so... Anyway, thanks Skuzzy, so... I will try and kill 1 or 2 more on my own now. Thanks, man. And good luck to you as well, whatever you are going to do. Well, it's possible that they will start dropping now that you have gone, but it's also possible they won't. Hey, good luck mining. And also I usually go find the alternative ingot down here around the Mulholland trails, but I have no idea if it's still dropping there, if they changed anything since the last time I mined there. Although I must admit that I haven't really mapped out most of RockTropia, as I usually only mine 1 or 2 areas here whenever I'm here, and I don't spend as much time here as other places. Well, I spend even less time on Tulan or next island, but I'm sure you know what I mean. Fuck. Okay, so I guess I'm going to die at least once before I take down this old pop dragon. Unless I really luck out. But I didn't. You are welcome, Skuzzy. Hopefully you can find the alt ore over there. I will be mining that area as well at some point. Although I think when I'm done here with pop dragons that I will end the stream probably and move on to some other stuff that needs to be doing today. I have at least 2 other Entropia videos in the works. For one of which I have all the materials ready. It's just the simple hunting globals video, and then I'm slowly mulling over the video we discussed yesterday, Skuzzy. The one with my dead body sitting on the sand on Monria doing some stuff. Although that one won't be ready today, probably not even tomorrow, for the next few days. I want to release the one I have almost ready today. And I also have some materials for Atom RPG videos, but I don't think I will do that today. Come on, you piece of shit. I meant the mob by that. Okay, so let's see what you ate for the breakfast today. Ah, not much. Converting my shrapnel should give me enough ammo for a few more dragons. I think they cost about 7 or 8 pet kill, the small ones. Ah, fuck. I should go up north and do the ones in the even terrain rather than these. It can get to me quicker as I can't shoot all the way. Almost. So I guess this is now my longest stream. I think the last one was about 2 hours and 9 minutes, unless I'm mistaken. And I miscalculated something there. Or I misremembered. Not really calculating anything. I kind of wish I didn't forget the X2 pills that I still have back on Calypso. They would have helped me quite a bit on these, as they are killing me just before they die. So some reload speed would go a long way. Okay, I'll go to the north, where I can shoot them from farther out. Young. Okay, I will kill that one after I finish healing myself. So, pep, and done. Oh, fuck. I really like this gun. The Camo Arms Marine Predator CDF edition with its 102 meters of range. It lets me kill quite a few mobs without having to wear armor. As long as there is... oh shit. As long as there is enough space for me to back out and the terrain is flat enough. And if you add some reload or running speed buffs to that, the mob list grows even more. Almost. I think I will kill this one and go try some of the other dragons at different locations. Hey man, I'm happy it's still there. Should be quite a decent percentage of ores you find there in alternative. I think it was that way. I'm not sure if I was hitting some other stuff there as well, or if it was 100% alt ore. But I think I did find some other stuff there as well. When I was mining the place. Okay, mate, so now you die. as you manage to evade shots for a bit. I really hate it when I get several evades in a row. And even best if it's from a mob that is a lot bigger than me. It's like my avatar is shooting at the side of the barn and it somehow manages to jump out of the way. Okay, so pop dragons are crappy at the moment. So I will buy some more ammo and go kill a couple different dragons. Perhaps the Hendrix dragon over there, if I can still kill them. Although I should be able to do so. Just a small hunt. By the way, Skuzzy, would you mind if I left the team? Tropian. Okay, I will try leaving the team. Never mind, already disbanded it. Good. Maybe it will improve by luck, maybe it won't. We'll see. I know that I took a bit too little ammo with me for a proper hunt, but I only want to get few kills to see if I can't swirl up before I end the stream. Hey, it might help. Sorry about the gulping sounds. sounds. That is if the mic picked it up. I do have the noise gate turned on, so maybe it doesn't pick up every sound around. Although it should pick up any sound that is a bit louder. Somebody has a claim here by the Hendrix Dragons. Who is it? Can't get the item info. I really miss the old system where you could click on the claim and get the name of whoever found it. It's yours, Skuzzy, huh? Yeah, I can see you over there. And by the way, these dragons are quite fun as well. Unless they fixed them. You can just walk backwards and they shouldn't be able to hit you. Unless they got changed lately. Which is possible considering there is nobody around hunting them. So I will see when this young gets close to me. Unless it dies before it gets to me. We'll see. No, it will get to me, so I will find out. Okay, so it looks like they haven't fixed them yet. So if you decide to go for something big, you can try these. And if you have at least, I think you need at least 8% run speed bonus to outpace them. Otherwise they might manage to hit you. Although I'm not quite sure on that part. Maybe I will try the next one without the adjusted Harrier armor. And see. However, if they do hit you, they hit pretty hard. I think around 150 or so damage. Possibly. I remember that I would usually survive one hit if they managed to hit me. Okay, so that's 25 better. That wasn't too bad. I'll now just try the next one in just the regular clothes. Also, if you find an old one, that one can catch you even if you are using 8% run speed bonus. And I'm not quite sure about the mature. Maybe that one can catch up as well. However, you can outrun the young one easily. With the acceleration bonus for sure, and possibly even without it. I will find out quite soon, as this one is almost at me. Okay, so it looks like you do not need the run speed bonus at all for the young ones. As this one had enough time to hit me and didn't. But I will still put it on. And I should also eat a skill pill. At least a 10% one. Because I might be here for half an hour or more. And I still have 246 of those 10% 1 hour skill pills. Oh no! 346 of them left. I just usually forget to... Oh shit. For some reason this young Pop Dragon managed to hit... Hendrix Dragon managed to hit me. I think it was around 150 or 60, 70 damage. Something like that. I'm not quite sure why. Perhaps there was a slight bump in the ground. Because if you jump up or get to a bump or a small hill or some such, they will hit you. They can hit you as long as the terrain is not completely flat. Which I guess is probably why this place is almost completely flat. I would guess it's probably by design. At least I wouldn't put it past Never Die to implement such a feature. And I must say I appreciate it, because it means I can hunt them without any issues at all, as long as I have ammo and a proper rifle. Dragon Heart. I don't think I ever looted that one before, although it does seem to have no markup. But I might try to ask other people who know the local economy better later after the stream. Hi there, Tankmaster 69. I'm currently killing some Hendrix dragons on RockTropia with Camo Arms Marine Predator CDF edition, and one of those Mayhem amps that come from the boxes. Although I bought mine on auction. Okay, so this was a decent one. Again, a bit over 30 pet. So it looks like Major is also safe to kill if you do not want to get hit. But I do remember that old ones would catch up and kill me. I might even show you if I find alt before I finish the hunt. Oh shit. Now this was not good. I'm not sure why it hit me, but as you can see now it can't hit me anymore. Which is as it should work. I mean, these couldn't hit people for years now. I think the first time I was here, it was probably 2 years ago, at least, when I found out that people are hunting them. Although, I guess the reason to hunt them probably vanished since then, as there doesn't seem to be anybody around at this time. And before, whenever I came here, there were at least few people hunting. Although it might have been for the mission, as they have a mission. I'm not sure what it rewards. Never die dragons. Which one is it? Elvis dragons. No. Oh shit. It seems I managed to back out right into a ninja. As I was looking for the Hendrix Dragon mission in my mission log. Anyway, let me heal up and hopefully find that mission. Garcia Dragons, Spasms, Motorhead, Royalty, Hendrix Dragons. I am at 52 kills out of 100 on them. And I have no idea what sort of reward it gives out at the end. Probably won't find out anytime soon, as I usually just come in, get a few kills, leave. I never get good loot on them. The minimum you need to deposit if you want to play. It really depends on what you want to do in the game. You can fairly easily just sweat and never deposit a single dollar. Although it's pretty boring that way. Or if you want to deposit it, it depends a lot on what you will be doing. If you want to start mining, then I would recommend at least 1 to 2,000 pet if you want to mine seriously. It might be too little, but once you find out what to do and how, it should be more than enough to keep going in mining. As long as you stay away from the amps, just the regular unamped mining. And if you plan to hunt, then I would say that number will go up quite considerably. Unless you want to stay on the small mobs and just grind out peonies. For example, the plagues on Cyrene are good for this. And if you just grind out those for some skills and markup, then perhaps 500 to 1000 pets should be enough. So you can stack up the loot and then sell it. And the plague wings are fairly good for markup, although you will have to kill a lot of them to get a good amount to sell. And if you plan to hunt bigger mobs, then that would be very expensive probably. And it wouldn't be just a one-off investment, because it's much more difficult to profit on just about any mob, except from perhaps a few select ones. But even then you need massive budget to grind for loot. And a lot of patience selling it. However, if you do not mind doing just the small stuff, it can be even a free-to-play game for you. Because few months of proper sweating and selling the sweat, and you can get the budget for for the puny mobs, at least. And by puny I mean the 10 HP punies, not the other ones on Cyrene that have more HP. Because the Cyrene has some puny Mangchanks and Rhino Beetles that have, I think, close to 1000 HP. I think the Mangchanks might be 800 HP and the Rhinos 1000 HP, and those definitely aren't low budget mobs, even though they have the word puny in their name. But the plagues on Cyrene and possibly some Calypso puny mobs would be good start for some cheap entry-level hunting. The Calypso Peonies drop the bone samples. I think it was bone samples, which I think still have some markup. And the Pleaks drop rare wings, which have, I think, maybe even as much as 20 or so pet per 1000 wings markup. If you can find anyone who wants to buy some. Well, the mining, it really depends. If you are high enough in level to max out F105 finder, then I would use that. And I think level 5 or 6 or so should be enough, because it can find some of the better stuff already, like the Devil's Tail or Dianthus liquid. So it's a good finder that I like to use, although you do need a bit higher budget for that. At least I would suggest those 1000 to 2000 pet. And also, if you are just learning to mine, then I would definitely suggest to stay with the TT gear as long as it will take you to get comfortable with mining and find out what to expect and what to do, when to not mine, and such. But either way, I would recommend taking up the loot, I mean the mining finds. Everything that seems to have at least some markup and be sellable, I would keep and stack up until you have enough to either sell at auction or just go find a buyer. If you want to sell it fast, then you can sell to a reseller. On Calypso they are usually hanging out around Twin Peaks, although they do pay less than auction most of the time. But some stuff is difficult to sell at auction, so might be a good option to sell to resellers, at least some stuff. Although, if you have enough patience, might be better to just use the Calypso trade chat or Arcadia trade channel, depending on planet you are on. Okay, so if you are on Calypso, then I would recommend the Calypso trade, Cali trade. I will kill this dragon and show you the name of the channel. Or if you are in game right now, then you can PM me and I can send you the chat link in case you do not have it already. Kali trade is the hashtag Kali trade. You can advertise what you are selling there. Blood. 150% if it sells. That doesn't sound bad, although it's only 50 pack item. Anyway, on Calypso it's easier to sell your loot usually than on other planets. because the auction there is much more active, and there are also a lot more people running around, so a lot more potential customers for your mining loot. Okay, so in case you want to get the link, then once you log in, you can send me a message and I will respond. If I'm offline at the time when you send the message, it can be sent as in-game mail. It should appear here. I'm not... I think it should be possible through the player register. Or user register, rather. Well, the mean amount of markup, I would say about anything that can be sold at least fraction of the percent of markup, because if you do not try to sell everything you can, it will show in the results over time. It might seem like not so much at first, but once you TT 100,000 ped of it over time, then even the 1% will add up. Anyway, I will write my avatar name in the chat in case you want to send me that message for the link to join. Although people in newbie areas might be able to give you the link also in the local chat, in case you do not want to send me a message. Yes, the player register does show me as being online, but even if I'm not, you can send me a friend request and then send me a message through friends list. Like for example here, I can send a message to Skuzzy over there. Oh, I didn't loot my lobby yet. When I right click on the name in the friends list, then and choose private chat to open up a PM, or in case that the selected avatar is not online, you can just do the private chat thingy, and when you hit send on whatever you typed up, you will get a pop-up that tells you the selected avatar is not online, and if you want to send the message as in-game mail, so just click OK and I should receive the message if I am not online, and then send you the link. As you can see down here in the chat, I now can see the messages from Kelly Trade channel, where people advertise what they are selling or buying. For example, the Crazy Money avatar over here is buying some Calypso land deeds, and DAO over here down here is selling some other stuff. And you can advertise your mining loot there. Just find out what different ores, or rather ingots, as it's usually better to just refine the stuff for sale, although it shouldn't have much of a bearing on the price. Perhaps just a little bit for the ores that are more costly to refine, but some people might prefer to buy refined ingots already. You are welcome. Thank Master. And sorry about my voice being somewhat worn out. I've been at it for almost 3 hours already, so I'm starting to lose my voice a little. Okay, Skuzzy, have a nice day, and thanks for the hunt and all the fun today, and yesterday as well. In case you are wondering, I just responded to in-game PM by voice over here, as Skuzzy is watching me as well, so I can just respond to him right away instead of writing the message in game. I think I will keep this up for a bit longer and kill a few more. They do seem to have a fairly okay-ish loot, I guess. Oh, this one will kill me. It's the old, and it's a bit too fast to outrun this way. And I did say earlier that if I run into an old one, I will show you that it can get to me. Yes, as you can see, it's fast enough to hit me. Although I should be able to kill it after the revive and try heal up again. As long as it's not visible for anyone in the meantime, so it doesn't regenerate. As the mobs shouldn't regenerate at all if there is nobody on the radar to see them. But if there are people around, the mob will regen, so if you are hunting around other people and you die, you might end up coming back to a mob that is completely healed up again. But if you are hunting on your own, then even some of the faster regen mobs should be okay if you die, as long as there is nobody around to trigger the regen on them. Okay, so... and also the mob should stay more or less at the same place after you die. So they shouldn't move around until somebody gets close to trigger the move again. It looks like I might die again. That's not good, but the third time around it will die, for sure. And then I will stick to the... Okay, so it died this time. And after this I will stick to the smaller ones that can't reach me. Dragon Tail. Hendrix Dragon Tail doesn't seem to have much markup, but I will keep it just in case. Buddy asks for it in the trade chat here. Dreams do seem to have markup. We'll definitely keep those. Okay, so looks like I'm almost out of ammo. I think I will convert the shrapnel once I finish shooting all my normal ammo and kill a few more of them. So far I killed, what is it, like 13 or 14 of them, perhaps 15. I still have 30 minutes on my kill gain pill, so I will try to make the best use of it. But I don't think the shrapnel ammo will last me long enough to use the entire boost. Although it's not that much of a waste on these 10% 1 hour kill pills. As I said earlier, I still have 346 of them, so I shouldn't run out anytime soon. So the YouTube tells me that I have 6 viewers right now. It seems to have gone up by 1. So hi there, whoever just joined. Unless it's just YouTube derping out and not knowing what to show and when. I've had it before that I was showing 0 viewers and there was somebody watching, and that I was showing more viewers and I didn't think anybody was even watching. So I'm not sure if the YouTube is working correctly, or rather displaying those numbers correctly. As I mentioned, chipping out, I used to be higher level miner before I chipped out last year, although I almost skilled it all back. You can chip out and sell the skills if you either loot or buy an empty skill implant and use the medical tool from TT to use it on yourself. You can fill it up with skills that you choose and sell them. Although if you decide to try anything like that, I would suggest to do enough research beforehand, as those empty skill implants are fairly expensive and you might end up getting less from the skill than you paid for the implant. If you select a skill that is too low, for example, and you fill up only part of that implant, if the remainder is under 10 pet, you will receive the rest in ped instead of a new implant, so that can get quite costly and defeat the whole purpose of selling the skills. Did I just loot? Super Stardust. Great markup, but no TT value, so I'm not sure how much it is worth. Anyway, and also some skills are difficult to sell or do not sell for much about the empty skill implant prices, so some are not really worth selling at all. I'm not sure about the current market for mining skills, as I wasn't selling any for almost a year now since the last time. Although the last time they were somewhat worth selling, but well, I would only do that if you unlocked the binder you want to unlock and do not plan to use any better that requires higher skill level in the future, which wasn't really my case. For me it was more of a rage quit moment. Seems I will run out of ammo quite soon here. So when that happens, I can go to the auction and look up some empty skill implants, so you will know what you are looking for in case you want to sell some skills, but it's usually not worth selling anything that can't fill up at least the 10 pet ESI. ESI is short for empty skill implant. So it's usually about 2000 skill points or so that you need if you want to chip them all out to fill up the skill implant. Because if you want to chip out less than that, you will have to buy a bigger ESI so that the difference doesn't get returned in pet, but rather in a new skill implant. Well, I did use amps a lot, but the problem with amps is that you need a much bigger budget and also they cost markup. So if you are trying to maximize your chance at profit, you do need to eliminate as much of the markup you pay out as you can and maximize the markup you get. And the amps can skew that equation a little. Okay, so I don't think I have enough to kill another one. I will go this way and kill something here and go to auction. Anyway, what the amp does is usually it just makes your mining go faster, as you can cycle the money you have faster than mining unamped. Okay, so then in such case selling skills is not a good option for you. Though to be honest, I guess it's not really a good option for anybody, as it usually doesn't pay back anywhere near what you put into it. Either in terms of time or money, depending on whether you are breaking even or profiting or not. As it always costs at the very least the time to get those skills. Killing is not fast in this game. It looks like these cheetahs and leopards are giving better loots than the dragons. I probably should have hunted these instead. Although I did end up at 69 kills out of 100 after the dragons, so that's a bonus, I guess, for some cheap lols. I do hope that the recording of the stream doesn't get cut off after 3 hours. I remember that there was a bug in the past when people were streaming for 6 hours or more and the recorded video only showed 3 hours. Oh, I might run out of ammo here. Okay, so that's it for this hunt. And I'll go take a look at the result, but it wasn't good. There was literally no global at all. So it's likely 60 to 70% return, which is pretty sad. Anyway, once I find the haters here on RockTropia, I will probably just keep swanting them. At least I think it will be swant, not just normal sweating. I would like to just kill the dry ones once I'm done. So I will see how that goes. Although I might do some mining before I start doing that. Depends on how much pet I have left after this little fun. I did leave some ores and animators on Monria, so I do not have everything with me. Although I might fly back there and try to sell it. Anyway, so I took 146, I think, universal ammo, and then bought 200 ped of regular ammo, so about 350 ped in total, spending perhaps a bit more. So I will put it at 355, since I didn't write down the exact numbers. And I got back 203 pet, so yeah, it was about those 60% return without any globals. Well, it really depends. The mining with TT gear probably is. Although if you hunted and stuck just to the peonies, then there wouldn't be much of a difference. However, in the long run, the hunting is probably going to be much more expensive. Of course, if you want to try hunting or crafting later, then you can start any time. You can be mining for years and then just decide to go hunting one day. But from the cost perspective, in the long run, mining is most likely much better, because it's a bit easier to cover your losses from markup than in hunting. At least most places. And usually if there is something that gives good markup in hunting, then there is a lot of people killing that stuff. So the markup won't stay for too long. Or in some cases it will, but it might be difficult to sell it if there is many people trying to sell the same stuff. Or maybe the markup items do not drop often enough to bring your overall markup high enough to make much of a difference anyway. Entropia Hunter. I don't think I heard about that one before. I do usually write down the exact numbers of pet spent though, but I didn't want to, or rather I didn't feel like bothering with it as I stream. because it takes time to write down everything correctly. And I can be a bit lazy at times. Yes, the 10 to 20% is not too bad actually. Although only if you can get some good runs that bring up your average closer to 100% later. Is it the 50 pad mining run with TT gear or something that uses more probes per drop? So with the TT gear it should be enough, as it tells me 50 pad is enough for 333 drops. So that should be enough, I guess, for a run with the TT finder. Although if you used one of the normal finders that take 20 drops for ores and 10 probes for energy meter, then it would be way too small of a run. There I would recommend at least 100 drops, but generally it's easier to even out if you use, if you do more before you go and count your results. At least, I would say at least 2, 3, perhaps 400 drops. Maybe even more. Okay, I will probably take a look at that. Although it's not really much of a problem to do it the old way, just take ammo and shoot until it is gone. But it is a bit more work to keep track of everything. Either way, with the TT finder, the 50 pad runs should be enough. However, it might happen that it will even out only after a long time. For example, this up here is what I cycled last year, and in parts of this year already, and I cycled, this is just mining up here, these figures, and I cycled 175,582 pet mining, and the TT return was 176,555 pet. But up until almost 100,000 I was in the negative, and then it evened out. Even jumped into a profit for a bit. And this, if you are using the TT Finder, this translates to about 10,000 pet, I think, cycled. Yes, I think that. So it can take quite a few such runs to even out. However, when you are collecting the resources as you go and selling them for markup, it will make a difference. For example, I only have 1368 pet from markup here, because I used some big amps and a lot of smaller ones, so that's few thousand pet deducted from the markup I gained. That is also why I wouldn't recommend really using amps much or at all until you have a bigger budget, and hopefully you can get them cheaper, or you can reliably find higher markup stuff. Because the amp cost really bites into your markup. Oh, so you are using the F105 already? Yes, you need to be certain levels to max out the finders. For example, the F105 has recommended level 2.9. However, that is where the skill bonus period starts, which means that that's the minimum to use it. Although, wait a second, I'm not sure if these finders work that way, but normally items work like that. You have a recommended level, but it's the minimum, and it takes, I think it's 5 levels higher than that to have the tool or weapon maxed out. So if you are using it before you max it out, it's less efficient than it normally would be. For example, with finders you have less depth until you max it out, and also the reload speed is less. So instead of 8 uses per minute, you might have 6 or 7 only. I'm not sure if using unmaxed mining finders screws with your hit rate, but it's possible that it does. And also, if you are doing the 50 pad runs with F105, then it's probably a bit too short to even out. Although over time it should end up with about the same return probably, but that might take quite many more runs than if you were doing the bigger runs. So it might be more demoralizing than doing bigger runs. Where is the auction here? And what did I want with the auction anyway? I can't remember. I think I'm starting to get a bit hungry here. As I'm starting to get more brain farts, which usually happens when I need to eat something. Revive. Anyway, I will be going offline soon, so when you get home and in game, just PM me with anything you might want to ask on top of what you already asked, and I will respond when I get back online. I mean in the game, because I'm not sure if I will be streaming everything I do in game. I usually do not stream all the stuff I do. So, and if I can find those haters, I will be online probably close to 10 hours a day. Most likely most of it sweating. Well, he probably cycles a lot of pet. So, and if he doesn't state that he is mining unamped, then it's probably the amps. Which of course doesn't mean that he is profiting if he hoffs. Well, in mining it's sort of both, but not the hoffs. You can hoff with the F105 just well. Actually, most of my hoffs were with F105, but you have a better chance with amps, but the problem is that it's just because each drop costs you more, so when that evening out bigger claim comes along, it's bigger as well because you are dropping more expensive probes. I mean, you are dropping it. Well, your drops are more expensive every time you drop, so you might hope and still be at a loss. And there are some people that do seem to be a bit more lucky, so it might play a part. But usually if you are mining a lot, then eventually it will come. Anyway, I will be ending the stream now. So thanks for watching everybody, and also thanks for all the comments and questions. And if you are playing Entropia, then good luck. If not, then good luck as well. And take care. Bye. Thanks, Laura. And you have fun as well. Still playing the Nuclear Winter mode in Fallout 76. Okay, so good luck with building. Oh yeah. Okay, so bye.